Alright boys, another little test here. It don't come a deluge on me, okay? We're going to look at the M8 coil on that Manticore and the HF2 coil on this coil. But we're going to do this a little different here. We are going to use a US half dime. It's laying right there. 2 protruding nails. Now at the end of the video, I'll pull those nails out. Now remember, they're longer than they appear, but they're not overly long nails. That half dime's going in the middle, more or less. This is Silencer 2, fast program, factory notch, speed 4. That's all we're going to look at with this detector in this video that I'm fixing to do. We'll look at that Manticore and maybe speeds 7 and 8, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep these nails. I'm in the 89 kilohertz band, okay? Silencer 2, reactivity 4. Down pretty close. You hear that? Now that's the fast program with pitch tones. You hear that dime over there. Here's the 53 kilohertz band, okay? Okay, so that's what we hear on this detector. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn the Manticore on. We're only going to look at all-terrain low conductors. Okay. Upper Ferris limit 7. That's what's in it. No lower. This is multi-IQ all-terrain low conductors. That's how it's going to be shown. Okay. I'll noise cancel it. Okay, so here's speed 8. I'm gonna let you listen to this. Okay, that's down close to the nails. Here's speed 7. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that machine on. We're gonna put that half dime right there. See it? See where it's at? Okay, so we're in speed 7. Now I'll let you see how far those nails are protruding above that dime, okay? So that's about, an inch above those nails. You hear that? Any farther than that, speed 7 is a no-go. Speed 8 may be just a touch better, okay? Now it's going to be hard for you to see that coil height. Sweep. So about an inch above those nails, maybe the speed 8 is a tad better. Speed 6. Speed 6 behaves very, very similar. For you Manticore owners out there, I'm going to give you some advice hunting high iron sights. You see that? You see that? You better be using those, okay? Take it from those sharpshooter, okay? I'm going to turn the camera off. That half dime is not moving, neither are those nails, but I will show you those nails later. Okay, I've got the HF2 coil fired up here. Now remember, I ran that machine over there, upper Ferris limit 7. That's about as low as I can run the upper Ferris limits in a high iron sight on that machine, okay? I'm not so sure about this one. We're just going to show it at Silencer 2. You see it there, right? 53 kilohertz band. Now this is speed 4, okay? Now, these settings using that 53 kilohertz band are performing less than what you've seen with that Manticore at speed 7 and 8, okay? That's the truth. Okay, I will go to speed 3 and look at it. You don't even get any signal at that same distance in speed 3. Speed 4 again. So speed 4, we'll look at speed 5. Okay, speed 5 might be getting very, very close to that Manticore and alternating low conductor's upper ferrous limit 7. Silencer 2. Speed 4 is a little short. In the 53 kilohertz band. I'm still in speed 4. Now we're going to the 89 kilohertz band in speed 4. Let's see what happens. You see that? The coil height has gotten a lot higher. You probably can't see that in that camera. It's probably not quite double what that machine over there was doing, upper ferrous limit 7, speed 7 and 8, okay? I've got a 10 in the meter. That's a sweep. I don't know if you can see that coil height or not. I'm about 2 inches over the top of them nails, okay? Now we're going to play with the reactivity here a little bit. Speed 3. See what happens. Speed 3. Very shaky. Speed 5. So on this test right here, speed 4 is probably the better performer. Okay. I'm real close to those nails now. You hear how strong that signal is? I'm coming up. That's about 2 inches over them nails. Maybe a little more. You hear that? But I had to go to the 89 kilohertz band in silencer 2. Now, watch this. Frequency max 53. I'm going to let the silencer down to 1. Okay. Speed 4 seems to yield the best results. That's what we're in. What happens here? That's very close to how that machine over there, the Manticore, is performing now, okay? For coil height in the 53 kilohertz band. Very, very close. I can't, you know, it's hard for me to judge, but closer than versus silencer 2 on this machine. Now, that's silencer 1 in the 89 kilohertz. Let's just see what happens here. I don't really see much improvement. Maybe a little bit. Back to silencer 2. Maybe a little improvement. But 89 kilohertz silencer 2 is outperforming that machine over there in upper ferrous limit 7, okay, with a fast program. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you these nails. Now remember, the nails protruding above the dome is important, but also what's below it is driving behavior too, okay? So there's how long that one is. I'll lay it up here sort of beside that dime. And there's the other nail. So you see how big those nails are. They're not very big. Okay. That could be very shallow. And you could go right by it. Now, I didn't turn on that setup. You notice that. When the nails were in this configuration like so. Now, they're not put back exactly. But you see that scenario? Turning on that target, you can kiss your ass goodbye of ever detecting it, okay? Sweeping like that. This is the easy way, and just about, you might get a slight angle on it, okay? Very slight. That's going to conclude the video.